let's switch gears for a second. Charlie Kirk.
Yes.
You've always been very outspoken politically.
Yes.
What did you think about that whole situation?
It amazed me that certain people can say hurtful, very, how can I put this? Unfactual truth. And anybody, and I mean that anybody, no matter what your race is, that comes after black women and said they don't have the net, I'm paraphrasing, of course, don't have the mental aptitude to process.
Well, no, he said that they don't have the mental capacity to get jobs. They need DEI to get them into those positions.
Taking a white man's job.
Something like that,
my question is, what job is a white man's job? What job are you entitled to? That is sense of that tells you the entitlement. You understand what I'm saying? Now you say DEI, and just say you believe you're against affirmative action, you're against it, all of it. But because you pick a person and you give them affirmative, they still have to be qualified. That does not make you unqualified. They don't drop. You ask any black man, woman, any black person, any job that we got, we had to be qualified, regardless on how we got the interview. No matter how we got the opportunity, we still had to meet. They never, ever dropped the qualification to give a job. Now you can look at it now, DEI stands for, in the Trump administration, did not earn it. You understand? You know, it's incompetence at its long end. Yet black people will come and get this opportunity and still have to have the necessary qualifications. And these other people don't have no qualifications, none at all. But they know who the person is doing the hiring, and that's how they're getting the job. Which makes our point, you have to have affirmative action because we don't know those person. If we don't know those person, we'll never get that opportunity. So it's plain to see right now. You look at the whole cabinet, you look at everybody that's in the government, they have to kiss the ring of the person who's the president of the United States or have ideology of it. And if I don't share your ideology, then I'm not qualified to have this job. And if I don't share that, I don't look like you, I don't have your pigmentation, I don't hang around that search, I should be eliminated from. So you have to have a program to least to be able to say, hey man, what about this person? What about this person? And that's my attitude. And he went around the countries saying things that just to me was just not true.
What did you think when Jimmy Kimmel made a very softball joke? Really not even about, Charlie Kirk. It was really about Trump not really caring about the Charlie Kirk murder and more concerned with like a building they're putting on the White House property. And then he gets suspended indefinitely. Then he comes back, but then certain networks still don't want to play him. And it's a whole thing. Like when I first heard about the firing, I thought, okay, it was probably a really sick joke. But then when I saw it, I'm like, okay, I interview comics. I've interviewed hundreds of comics. I don't know anyone that would do that softball of a joke. And he got fired for that.
Well, we all know it wasn't because of the joke.
Right.
He said, the president of the United States, my job, I got Stephen Colbert off. Jimmy Kimmel's next. You know what I mean? He's next. And then I'm going to go down to NBC and CNN. And just like I'm going to get Comey, Letitia James, and all of it. And what kills me about it is if he can do that to Jimmy Kimmel, he can do it to anybody. But what people don't realize is I knew Jimmy Kimmel was going to come back on, and I knew those other stations were going to have to put him back on because shareholders were going to make him do it.
Well, yeah, the shareholders as well as the customers. People started getting rid of their subscriptions.
They didn't care about that.
No?
No, you can overcome that.
Okay.
You understand? So we're shareholders, we don't need your money because it's out of ideology what we believe in. The money will fluctuate. The shareholder was a problem because the shareholder is going to look at you and say, I invested in Disney. we got to drop a stock of this much. And we lose the stock because Jimmy Kimmel is off. Who authorized that? And what did the reason why? Why did you take him off? So that's dereliction of duty, and we going to sue you for all the lost money, for all, and the
fiduciary responsibility.
Fiduciary responsibility. Thank you. That's exactly what I want to say. And all the affiliates, you're a breach of contract for not airing one of the programs that you signed up to be in the network and taking off because of your personal views. And you're costing the totality of Disney money off it, and we're going to sue you and you. And the shareholders going to do that. Because once it came on MSNBC, when the shareholders said, we want an explanation why Jimmy Kimmel was taken off and we lost money in the stock of our stocks that we was holding, and who authorized it.